I'm here with Ruth Hill of Calvary Lutheran Church to talk about how things have been over the past 60 years and to help us kind of move on into the next 60 years. Ruth is our only remaining charter member of Calvary, and I'm excited to be with her this afternoon right here in her kitchen. How did you meet the people who gathered for Bible study and for worship down in that basement at first?
They put an ad in the paper, which I read, and I think we met up at Piltz's at the beginning, and then we went to Torber's basement.
Okay. So you responded to an ad in the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
Because I was going to Hill's Church, because Jerry was a member up there. And when I saw the ad, I thought, no, I have to go back to the Lutheran Church.
Okay. I know that things are different now. It's a lot noisier and busier in this community. What was life like back in 1957?
Well, it was very different because we were not living here now. We were living in Murraysville. The railroad track was called Railroad Street. So we had a railroad in our front yard, and we had a huge backyard and a creek, which the kids loved. And the whole thing was wonderful for kids.
So you didn't have these businesses around like before?
Oh, none. The only big store we had in Murraysville was, where Ferry's is now, and it was called Snyder's Grocery. And do you want me, okay, and Mrs. Snyder would get real busy, and she had her husband, and they had a back room, and he'd be back there playing checkers or something, and she'd yell, "Anson, get out of here!" And he did. He moved.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I know that as we meet here in this kitchen, it brings back a lot of memories of the people of Calvary even coming here for fellowship. Why is fellowship so important for Calvary?
I think it makes a community.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we were always a community.
I know that you've always made people feel at home here and when you've greeted them at Calvary, so that is important.
Mm-hmm. Very. Mm-hmm.
So you
to
also
recognize people, to give them a name, make them know they're known.
Great. And you also volunteer in your community. Why is that so important to you?
I guess I love doing it, and I love meeting people. I started out with being a Girl Scout leader, ended up with a senior Girl Scout, and I'm still in touch with a number of those girls from that senior troop.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's important for Calvary to keep on that legacy of
Absolutely.
volunteerism.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you first met in someone's basement, but why build a church? Did the number of people get big enough to do that, or?
Well, I think we were encouraged by the Eastern District to build a church, and that was a prime piece of property. So we thought
It still is.
Yes, still is. Yes.
For sure.
Real estate, perfect real estate. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had encouragement from the church body, and the people were.
I think the Synod.
Okay. That's good. So what's the best part, in your opinion, of Calvary? What's the best part of it?
I think the friendship, the fellowship, the friendship, one caring for each other.
You've certainly exemplified that.
Well, when Melanie and Joni went to see Bruce Newman, Melanie said there were people stacked up when he talked to June, but she just wanted to talk about when they first came to Murraysville and the church. They had nobody, and the church was their family.
When they first began the church and started building, what kind of atmosphere, what kind of excitement was there? Were people getting...
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was
There
just
could have
gonna
been, but it
happen.
wasn't. Well, remember, I was living in Murraysville then. Yeah.
Okay. So how far would that have been from where the church is? A mile or two?
Oh, a mile, yeah. Only
Okay,
a mile, yeah.
So right now you can walk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely,
All right.
yes.
That's
It's been
good.
a blessing for me to be able to walk.
What advice would you give to anybody at Calvary right now, and any person considering to belong to Calvary? What advice would you give to them?
Get involved in everything in the church. Get involved. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any parting shots that you want to give as we wrap this up?
I don't think so. Can't think of anything enlightening.
Well, you know we appreciate your influence and what you have given to Calvary in your volunteer and fellowship opportunities. You've been a blessing to us.
Thank you. I have been blessed too, in many ways.